Good morning. I am Dr. Balaji Swami Ramanathan. This is NANRSTR School of Wisdom, my channel. In this channel, we have discussed different topics about consciousness. Today, we will be discussing the different types of GITA. There are 60 types of GITA available. So, we will see one by one. The first one is Guru Gita. It's conversation between Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. It stresses the need for and the importance of seeking a spiritual guru and extols his greatness. It is described in Skanda Purana. Second one, Ashtavakra Gita. Conversation between sage Ashtavakra and King Janaka. It speaks about Advaita Vedanta bondage and self-realization. It emphasizes on the superiority of the indwelling Atma to the frailties of the human body and its affiliations as embodied by Ashtavakra. It is described in the Vana Parva of Mahabharata. Third one, Avadhuta Gita, conversation between sage Datreya and Skanda, Lord Kartikeya. It asserts the highest realization of a Jivan Mukta or a realized soul. Fourth one, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna on the eve of the Mahabharata war, with the most popular form of Gita that puts light on various aspects of life. Fifth one, Anugita, conversation between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. When Arjuna asked Lord Krishna to repeat to him the original Bhagavad Gita as he had forgotten the same, in reply Sri Krishna says it's a repetition is impossible and narrates this sequel to the original. Sixth one, Brahma Gita, conversation between sage Vasishta and Sri Rama. It is described in Nirvana Prakarna of Yoga Vasishta. In this Gita, the nature of Brahman, the world and the soul is clearly expounded. Seventh one, Janaka Gita, soliloquy by King Janaka after his hearing the song sung by the Siddhas near his palace. Eighth one, Rama Gita 1, conversation between Sri Rama and his brother Sri Lakshmana. It expounds the Advaita Vedanta with its different principles of Jiva, Advaita, Ishvara, Maya, etc., and the process of the realization of the eternal being, the Brahman. It is described in Adhyatma Ramayana. Rama Gita 2, conversation between Sri Rama and Lord Hanuman. It is a scripture of the Anubhava Vedantas and stretched upon acquirement of knowledge and not retirement from the world. It is described in Tattva Sharanya. 10th one, Ribhu Gita, instruction of sage Ribhu to his disciple Nidagha. It is an acclaimed Gita dealing with Advaita Vedanta, and it forms the heart of the Shivrashya Purana, which is one of the Upa Puranas regarding Shiva and Shaiveti worship. 11th one, Siddha Gita, song sung by many Siddhas near the palace of King Janaka. Its gist is that the expansion of consciousness into infinity is effected through self-control and the negation of the subject-object relationship. It is described in the Upashanti Prakarna of the Yoga Vasishta. 12th one, Uttara Gita. It is a supplement to the Bhagavad Gita described in Brahmada Purana. It treats of Jnana and Yoga and allied topics. 13. Vasishta Gita, instruction of sage Vasishta to Sri Rama on the eternal truth. It is described in the Nirvana Prakarna of Yoga Vasishta. 14th one, Bhaga Gita, conversation between Lord Indra and sage Bhaga, in which the sage gives a description of the sorrowful condition of the world, which a person who lives for a long time has to see. It is described in the Mahabharata. Bhikush Gita, quotes of Lord Krishna to Uddhava in form of a greedy Brahman who becomes a sage later and sings a song which has its burden the method of the control of the mind. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. 16th one, Gopi Gita, the Gopis sung of separation from Sri Krishna. This Gita is replete with the highest kind of devotion to the Supreme Lord. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam. 17th one, Hamsa Gita, conversation between Lord Vishnu in the form of a swan and the sons of Brahma. This Gita considers the world as an illusion and the Atman alone as the permanent reality. It is found in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is also referred to as Uddhava Gita. 18th one, Jivan Mukta Gita. Sage Atreya explains the nature of the Jivan Mukta, realized soul. 19th one, Kabila Gita. Teaching of sage Kabila to his mother Devahuti. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. 20th one, Nahusha Gita. Conversation between Udishtra and Nahusha. It is described in the Mahabharata. 21st, Narada Gita. Conversation between Sri Krishna and Narada. It treats of the general requisites of the spiritual aspirant. It stresses the supremacy of the Guru or the spiritual preceptor. 22nd, Pandava Gita. Collection of various prayers offered by different devotees to Supreme Lord Narayana. It is also known as Parappana Gita. This Gita is referred to as the Song of Surrender. It is a collection of beautiful verses taken from different sources. This hymn describes in the Gita was sung by the Pandavas, and it was said to destroy all sins and grant liberation. 23rd, Rishabha Gita. Instructions of sage Rishabha to his children on the eternal truth and way to liberation for the benefit of the world. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam and teaches mankind the purpose of human life, how to remove the vagaries of the mind and release oneself from bondage and attain liberation. 24th, Shanika Gita. Instruction of sage Shanika of Udishtra on the secrets of the general life of the beings of the universe. It is described in the Aranya Parva of the Mahabharata. 25th, Shruti Gita. Prayer offered by the Shrutis to Narayana. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. 26th, Yugala Gita. The Gopis' description of the glory of Sri Krishna. It is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. 27th, Vayada Gita. A sermon delivered by Vayada, hunter, to stage Kaushika. It is described in the Mahabharata. 28. Yudhishthira Gita. Conversation between Yudhishthira and Yaksha. It is described in the Mahabharata. This Gita treats of the basic ethics which forms the bedrock of virtue and divine life. 29. Moksha Gita. Song of Liberation written by Swami Shivananda. 30th. Ramana Gita. Composed by Sri Vasishtha Ganapati Muni. Embodies the teaching of Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. 31st. Ishvara Gita. Teaching of Lord Shiva described in Kurma Purana. The Ishvara Gita is a Shaivaiti teaching philosophy with Lord Shiva as the focal point, but similar to the Bhagavad Gita following principles of Advaita Vedanta devotion, one-pointedness and surrender of Lord Shiva to cross the ocean of samsara and achieve divine bliss and liberation. 32nd. Ganesha Gita. Lord Ganesha's discourse to Lord Varenya. It is described in Kritaganda of Ganesha Purana. 33rd. Devi Gita. A part of Devi Bhagavatam. In this Gita, following Himalaya's request, the Devi describes her essential forms to him. Parashara Gita. Dialogue between the Rishi Parashara, the father of Vyasa, and King Janaka of Midilya, described in the Shanti Parva of the epic Mahabharata. Pingala Gita. Described in the Shanti Parva of the epic Mahabharata. The message of this Gita is the enlightenment and wisdom that dawned on a dancing girl, prostitute named Pingala. 36. Bodhaya Gita. A dialogue between Rishi Bodhaya and King Yehudi. It is described from the Moksha Parva of Mahabharata as part of Shanti Parva. 37. Yama Gita. Explains the detailed and qualities of a Vishnu devotee and the nature of the self, concept of Brahman, and the method to free oneself from the cycles of birth and death and attain moksha or liberation. It is described in Vishnu Purana, Agni Purana, and Narasimha Purana. Vaishashu Vijaganu Gita. Bhishma's narration to Yudhishthira in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata about non-violence and stresses on the importance of sacrificing all the violent or animal qualities present in man, rather than concentrating on the external aspects of sacrifice and committing sins by the slaughtering animals. 39. Manki Gita. Story of a Muni called Manki, told by Bhishma to Yudhishthira, the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. 40. Vaishya Gita. Discourse of Rishi Vaishya to the Rishis described in Brahmana Purana. The Vaishya Gita is highly conceptual and directed more towards yogis and advanced seekers, though its concepts are meant even for the seekers who wish to attain Brahman and is ready to assiduously follow yogic practice and study the scriptures diligently and practice discrimination. 41. Vridhara Gita. It's a dialogue between a fierce demon, Vidrashru, and Shukracharya, the guru of the Asuras, described in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. 42nd. Shiva Gita. Lord Shiva teaching to the Lord Rama described in Padma Purana. 43rd. Sampaka Gita. Sampaka, a learned and pious Brahmin, gives the message that one can attain everlasting happiness only through renunciation. It is described in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata in form of conversation between Bhishma and Yudhishthira. 44th. Sudha Gita. It is contained in the Skanda Purana. Yagya Vaibhava Kanda. It advocates monism and refutes dualism. 45th. Surya Gita. Conversation between Lord Brahma and Lord Dakshinamurti, in which the latter tells the story of Lord Surya discourse to Aruna, his charioteer. It is found in Guru Gyan Vasishta in Tattva Sharanya. 46. Harida Gita. The teaching that was said to be taught by sage Harida on Sannyasa Dharma, according to Bhishma, on the true path of the Skanda and the qualities to be possessed to achieve moksha or liberation. It is described in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata in form of conversation between Bhishma and Yudhishthira. 47. Vibhishna Gita. It is the discourse between the Lord Rama and Vibhishna described in Ramayana. It is described in the Yuddha Kanda of the great Hindu epic Ramayana. Vibhishna Gita enables us to go through trials and tribulations of life, keeping in mind the spiritual, ennobling words of Lord Rama to Vibhishna. 48. Hanuman Gita. It is the discourse given by Lord Rama and Goddess Sita to Hanuman after the defeat of Ravana and their arrival back to Ayodhya. 49. Agastya Gita. Sage Agastya explained the concept of moksha dharma and the ways in which the Jivatma can attain the Paramatma through devotion, renunciation, and grace of the Guru. It is described in Varaha Purana. 50. Bharata Gita. Described in Srimad Bhagavad Purana, this Gita beautifully extols the glories of the Lord and explains the pitfalls that a seeker faces. The mind is uncontrolled and the process shows us the greatness of Bharata, whose name is fittingly bestowed on this great country of India known as Bharata Varsha. 51st. Bhishma Gita. Described in Mahabharata, this Gita contains the hymns of Bhishma, chanting the various names of Maheshwara, Vishnu and Narayana, and singing these hymns with faith and devotion is said to confer bliss, peace and prosperity to the seeker. 52nd. Brahmana Gita. Described in Mahabharata, this Gita is in the form of a dialogue between a learned Brahmana and his wife about how to escape from the bonds of Maya, an illusion, and attain the highest state of liberation, which is the goal of all human existence. 53rd. Rudra Gita. Hymns in praise of Lord Vishnu, expounded by Rudra for liberation in the Bhagavad Purana. In the Varaha Purana, it describes the identity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva as given by Rudra, including a hymn on Vishnu. 54th. Sanada Sujata Gita. It is contained in the Mahabharata in Udyoga Parva and is in the nature of a dialogue between Dhritarashtra, the Kaurava king, the Rishi Sanada Sujata. It explains the concept of Brahman, mind, intellect, and the method of attaining the Brahman. 51st. Yogi Gita. It is a collection of prayer and spiritual teachings of the fourth spiritual successor of Swami Narayan, Sri Yogi Maharaj. It explains about all the attributes that are needed for a seeker to attain spiritual realization and become Brahma Roop or attain the God of realization. 56. Vallabha Gita. It is also referred to as Shodasha Granthas and is the collection of 16 works of Sri Vallabhacharya in which all range of subjects have been discussed. He taught his disciple to seek the true goal of life, which is moksha or liberation. 57. Vidura Gita, generally referred to as Vidura Nidhi, comprises of maxims of right conduct, fair play, and the art of governing and politics in the form of a dialogue between Vidura and King Dhritarashtra in the great Hindu epic Mahabharata. 58. Vidya Gita. It is contained in the Tripura Ragasya and is in the form of a story which Lord Dattatreya relates to uh, Parashruma. It is called Vidya Gita as Tripura, or the Divine Mother who presides over the three Puranas or cities, is Vidya, or the highest wisdom herself. 59. Brahmahara Gita, conversation between gopis and Uddhava through a Brahmara. As an intermediary, it is from Srimad Bhagavatam. 60th, Venu Gita. It contains the confident talks of the gopis in their deep emotional turmoil between hearing the sound of Sri Krishna's flute. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So today we have discussed the different Gitas, that is the 60 Gitas available. So most often this have been referred at different context. So when we enter into this path, according to our need, this is embodied. That means every Gita has its own purpose. So when we are entering into a path, we should first identify what is our purpose. Is our purpose is consciousness, or is our purpose is personality? That means we want material things, or whether we want knowledge. So depending upon, they have clearly mentioned in all these Gitas. So whoever is entering into this path need to go through all these Gitas and must make a self-study. And all the essence will be same. As I have already mentioned, if you take the Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 chapters, 700 verses, and there the verses Dhritarashtra's one verse by Dhritarashtra, and Sanjayana 40 verse, Arjuna 84 verse, Krishna 575 verses. What I used to say is that, see, you need not learn all the 700 verses. You need not learn all the 60 Gitas, but you should know. But if you take all the verses are giving only one meaning. Only one meaning. What is the meaning? The meaning is very simple. Nishkama karma. That means selfless. Selfless. When we do something, when we think something, when we act something, we should do it in the name of consciousness. In the name of consciousness. There is no separate I. We are that. That is Tattvamasi. And all this Gita is giving that message. But what will happen is, a person who is taking this, see, who should read Bhagavad Gita? Who should follow Bhagavad Gita? It's a simple question. What is the message of Bhagavad Gita? Arjuna has a dilemma to go whether with the war or not. He is a karma yogi. So, should a jnana yogi take this message? See, of course, we have to read. See, we have to read everything. That doesn't mean that we should take everything. So, we need to practice. What is the message? Selfless. What is selfless? That means our own identity. We think our name, our father, our mother, our profession, our qualification. That should go. That should go. And manasa, vaja, karmana. Mentally, we should think like God. How does a God think? Go through the 60 Gitas. It is there. What should we speak? Word is power, word is God. We should speak what is spoken in this particular Gita. That is the 60 types of Gita. How should we act? What we should do? That is clearly mentioned there. How a householder, how a wife should act, how a husband should act, how a son should act, who is a guru, who is a disciple, everything is mentioned. Everything is mentioned. So, when we enter into the path, we ask different questions to different people. My personal experience is, no one knows this complete. And learning completely is impossible. But if we make a sincere effort, and if we have an desire. They call the desire vairagya, the desire to know. Then everything will open before us. Everything will be before us. Till yesterday, I was not aware there was 60 Gitas. I thought it is 14 or 18. But it came to me because a study is not complete. To acquire a study, we should learn everything. See, if we are talking about India or Hindu spirituality or Indian spirituality, then we talk about Bhagavad Gita. And when I talk about Bhagavad Gita, if someone asks me a question, what is written in Anugita, what is written in Uddhava Gita, then I should be able to tell them. Because, see, if I feel I am a teacher, then I should be a master or teaching spirituality. That's a good thing, because spreading message of spirituality is the greatest thing. Let it be any religion, let it be Christianity, what you call Bible, Quran, everything, anything. But the thing is, see, these people, they talk by learning a little bit. So little knowledge is dangerous. It's very dangerous. So whoever is entering into this path, my suggestion is very simple. First of all, we should know what are the materials available. In India, in the East, in Hindu, they say what are there? There are 4 Vedas available. Learn it. There are 100 or 108 Upanishads there. Learn it. Or collect the material. Then 18 Puranas, collect the material. See, we need not collect the book. Everything is internet. You just save it and put it in your folder. Then if there is a doubt, please don't ask anyone. Please don't ask anyone. Because it is impossible to remember everything. There are few people I know. You go to YouTube, I don't name the people, because they are tapping Akashic record. They are tapping Akashic record. For them, they need not learn by heart. It comes to them. See, I asked a simple question, who is the father and mother of Hanuman, to a person, a spiritual person. Then he says, why you are asking such kind of question? So what I did a video, who is Hanuman? That video is in Malayalam, I'll do it in English also. The father and mother. See, because this Hanuman, he is actually consciousness. He is the symbol of consciousness. All the other lord or lordess, or they have an end. This what you call Hanuman has no end. That is what we call consciousness. There is no birth and death, and we should be like Hanuman, and that is the moral lesson. So spiritually, these people will not talk, because most often they talk devotionally. See, why they talk devotionally means, because there will be a temple, there will be an organization, we should be part of it. We should be part of it, and we should not go above that. They will say everything, Guru and we are all the same, but how many devotees of Shankaracharya have become Shankaracharya? How many devotees of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa have become Shiva, Vivekananda? You take any organization, Theosophical Society, Madame Blavatsky, Alcott, Leadbeater, they are great occult people. Is there anyone now similar to them? We don't know. But that is none of our business. See, if we want to proceed, we should learn anything. What is Siddhi? Where it is mentioned? How we should use it? I am not recommending Siddhi or occultism, but I am recommending only consciousness. What is consciousness? What is real? What is unreal? And Jiddu Krishnamurti, only 2 kind of people are there. Those who know and those who do not know. But if we want to be in the field of those who know, that is para, or the jnana, the real, we should learn. It should be a self-study. Don't read others' book. Don't listen anyone. Even if I have given lectures in all topics, don't listen to me. This is only a post. If you travel to a place, there will be signboard showing 40 kilometers, 30 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Likewise, It's only signposts. See, it is a pathless path. We are the world. The violence is not outside. There is no two. This is monism, or they call Advaita. But these people will confuse like anything. There is only 4 departments. They will say Jnana, Jnana Yoga. That means it is Ramana Maharshi, Jiddu Krishnamurti. Be like Eckhart Tolle. Be like them. Karma Yoga. Be like what you call Mahatma Gandhi. Be like Arjuna. Be like people who do these things for the society. They are in the spiritual field also, but they do activities. Srinarayana Guru. He was a karma yogi, and he was also in the other field, he was also there. So some people they touch both the field. And bhakti yoga. No need to learn anything. Surrender. Let it be anything. What do you call? Satya Sai Baba, Shirdi Sai Baba, Babaji. You name anyone. Krishna, Allah, you name anyone. Just surrender. Don't ask any question. Don't ask any question. Surrender, do the rituals, sing song, dance, do everything. We can attain it. We can attain it. And what is Karma Yoga? What is Raja Yoga? You do all the yoga, you do Patanjali Yoga, everything you do, you will attain. You will attain. And all the 4 areas, occultism will come. Siddhis will come. So for all the 4, the result is one and the same. So people will confuse and they will argue in between. See, how can a devotee of Ramana Maharshi argue with the devotee of Satya Sai Baba? See, both is right. We have to fix the line and we have to be clear what we are doing. See, I talk with different walks of people, spiritual people who teach. See, no one is talking. If you ask a question, they will not answer because the answer should come from inside. It will not come from outside. We should open our own book. We should be the author of our own book. What we are doing, we have learned, see, lot of material is there. See, what will happen? This knowledge will become a violence. See, this desire, this lust, and this anger, everything, this confusion and quarreling between people, it's not the Mahabharata. Quarreling with knowledge. My knowledge is better, your knowledge is wrong. This is happening around and this will go around. And what my suggestion is, we should be like a tortoise. As mentioned in tortoise in spiritual, what is it? The tortoise will put his head outside only when it needs. We should be like that. We should be like that. Don't speak. Don't speak. Speak like a god. Don't act. If you act, act like a god. Don't think. If you think like a god. So simple. It's so simple. It should be written in golden letters, and every day we should make affirmations and write it down. We are that. Not we are that. All are that. All living beings are that. And it's so simple. People have confused it like anything, and we won't reach anywhere. It is like entering into a library and we don't know what to read. We don't know what to read. People go casually to the library to waste time. To waste time they read. And why they are reading a book, they don't know. Someone told this book is okay, so I am reading. So end of the day, if you see, all these people are going after material things. They want occultism, they want Siddhi. Why they go to religious place? Because they want money or they want well-being in their life. So what is this? Is spirituality a business? If you want to something, if you go as a person and ask something and if he gives, then is it spirituality? Is it spirituality? That we have to ask the question to ourselves. See, ask the question, then try to answer ourselves. Ask the same question to 10 different people who are spiritually elevated, then they will give 10 different answers. I have done this. You simply ask a question who is this Hanuman? Simply ask this question. Then they will say this person is disciplined and we should follow and everything. Then ask the question, why in most houses Hanuman's photo or vigraha is not there? Only few are there. Why is, then they will say some superstition stories. If we put Hanuman there, then who is worshipping Hanuman? Then he should be what he should not make, or he should not marry. He should be a bachelor. Such kind of superstitions is there. See, Hanuman has married. Hanuman has a wife. Still he was a brahmachari, even after marriage. You take the Guru of Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he also married. But how they lived together? Srinarayana Guru also married. But how? See, these are questions. The answers will never come from a book. If I say an answer and if you feel good, that is my version. And don't go with that. It's a self-study. It is an inner journey. Don't go behind people. Don't go behind anyone. Ramana Maharshi has clearly told, the enemy is inside you. Who is the enemy? Enemy is your thought, your mind. Kill it. Should we read book or should we listen someone? He says, don't search waste from the dustbin and ask which dust is good and bad. And he's not entertaining. Jiddu Krishnamurti not entertaining. Eckhart Tolle, Power of No Return, is not entertaining. Neil Walsh, not entertaining. You take the greatest people available in spirituality. Gary Sukho, author of Seat of Soul. No, he is not recommending. No one is recommending. Then, why they have written book? They are showing because they didn't get from outside. They got it from inside. So they are spreading a message. You take the message from inside. We are just telling how we got it. That doesn't mean that you will get it. So the path is different. We often say the pathless path, but it is different. People will say that I know Ramana Maharshi, I know Jiddu Krishnamurti, the book is with me. What is the use? See, you know 700 shlokas and you are doing violence. See, daily we are doing violence. Our thought is full of violence. See, our thought is full of violence. See, our thought is full of violence. Are we following this Gita? What is the message? There is no self, there is no two. And mentally we are making violence. And thought form is electromagnetic. This violence will create physical violence in the world. How many spiritual masters are telling this? No one tells. Because this is a course. Within 1 hour, 2 hours, they will teach something. We have to pay. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. See, they sell spirituality. They sell spirituality and they say that without taking money, we should not give anything. And maybe, and it's not my way of thinking, you have to think over. So thank you very much for listening. And there are 700 videos. If you want to listen my talk, go to the section video and click. And I have numbered the videos. I think this is the 175th talk. There are also other videos available. So whatever talk you are listening, I have given every topic. See, whenever I say this, some new thing will come. The 60 types of Gita has come. Tomorrow, if another topic comes, then I will put the talk here. And no talk I have prepared. Whatever comes to my mind, I will talk. That's all. And where you're talking from the Akashic record. And no book is needed. Whatever we talk is guided by the spiritual being. Depends upon where do we stand and what is our activity. If we enter into selfless stage, then all knowledge is free. Everything will come to us because we are already that. We need not go to any library, we need not listen to anyone. See, the music is around us and we are the music, but we search outside. So kindly share and please kindly subscribe and also comment and please share with these people. This would be useful for them. Thank you very much.